Hi guys, Billy back, and this time we're going to be looking at the Twtoys 1/12 scale Japanese garden diorama. Now this is something I pre-ordered a little while ago and it's just arrived. Obviously there's a lot of delays at the moment and whatnot, but yeah, it's finally come through the post. So let's just quickly have a look at the box. It's a plain simple brown box. TW1903, made in China, 1/12. Nothing on the side, same on the back. Nothing really on this side other than the barcode. Nothing on the bottom. Just on the top we've got 12 World 1/12 scale Twtoys, and then there's a picture of the diorama there. And that's it simply. Inside is a polystyrene case. So let's pop it open and let's have a look at the actual diorama itself. Okay, and here it is out of the packaging, and we can see that it comes in 3 pieces. We get this nice little stone column here. We've got the top of the column here. And we also have the base, and it's quite nice actually. I was really surprised when I opened this up because the grass is actually like flocking. They've actually put all flocking along here for all the green. There's flocking in between all the stones to recreate moss. There's also a little bit of longer grass bits here, and they've got the grass going up the stairs. But other than that, it's a very simple piece. Quickly bringing it up close, we can see that there is a patch here for the actual column to go. We see all that lovely flocking inside. It's nice and rough, smooth texture. I actually thought this was going to be painted, and I just thought it would just be stone, sort of like a grass sort of sculpting inside, and then just painted all different kinds of green to give it that grass effect, but it's not. And we've got these little tufts of long grass here, or weeds. Weathered stones just around here. There's some brown wash in there. There's a slight darker wash around the bottom. These stones here, they're all sort of like a nice sort of faded grey. Great texture. Slightly shiny on the rocks just down here. Maybe that's to give it some weather. And then on the back, it's fully sculpted here. And they've even put some flocking in and around here in case you want to actually post something. And on the bottom, you've got like a nice pad here. It's not exactly right, but it fits reasonably well enough, and it'll actually protect your glass shelf like mine from the actual roughness of that. I think it's like a resin or a polystone maybe. It's not super heavy. I think it's a little bit hollow on the inside, but it's weighty enough that, you know, it's not going to get blown off your shelf anytime soon if a gust of wind comes in. Let's have a look at this column. Very well sculpted. There's a bit of a seam just here. That's not too bad. That's not going to be shown from the front anyway. It's got a very nice Japanese traditional style to it. Again, it's got that sort of, it's made of a sort of hard resin, maybe even polystone. They've even added some more flocking around the edges here. I don't think they've done any flocking on the base here, which would have been good as well, because it would have been nice to have some moss growing up there, but it's not a big deal. And then there's like a 3M sticker on the bottom because you're going to stick this down on the base here in a second. And then here's the top of the garden lantern. And that looks fantastic. Like I said, they've put all the green flocking in there to make it look like moss and weathered. It's nice and hollow on the inside, so you can actually put an LED feature in there, which is something they supply as well. And you get one of these simple small LED lights. Now these are usually used for like party balloons and things like that, I think, or just putting a load of them in a bowl for a wedding ceremony, because when you pull it out, it lights up, and the only way to turn it off is to push this tab back in. Now these worked really well with the custom lanterns I got by Steve Weber, but unfortunately I can't find these anywhere. These are the ones I was hoping it would come with, because this one here, I think this might even be custom made, because when you pull it out, it lights up, but it also flickers like a candle. And that's what makes it really give that really nice lantern effect in Steve Weber's things. But unfortunately, it doesn't do that. It's just a simple LED light up. And you can get a dozen of these on like AliExpress and eBay all the time. But it would have been nice to actually have like a nice flickering candle one. And I'm still on the hunt for these to see if I can find them anywhere, because I really like these flickering candle ones. Also, you know, if I need to replace these for my lanterns that I've got for the Jack Sparrow and the steampunk designed diorama I've got, I can do. Okay, let's just get this stuck down, shall we? Let's just put this on. Here we go. Ah, done it. I think it's best doing it this way, or is it this way? It's slightly more rectangular than square, very, very subtly, but it is. Very good. And if we take the LED light, and there's a little recess in the top here that actually fits that in. Dump that in. Now this is quite a bright LED light. So when you're putting this on like that, you can see it all lights up very nicely. Obviously I've got these bright lights in here so it won't show up too easily. Let's just fix the camera so you can actually see the whole thing in shot. If you were to turn up and have a look at it there, it shines up very brightly. So you might want to turn it to the side, and then it won't look like an LED, it will just look like a nice warm glow. But let's just test it with the other LED that I got, the lantern LED. Let's get that light off, and that looks really cool actually. I really like that, and this will work for sort of any sort of cool looking Japanese samurai maybe, or you know, the Japanese girls you can get. It would really nice traditional style. I think that looks fantastic. Yeah, let's get someone in here and see if it actually complements him well or not. And voila! Oh, that looks really cool. You know when you just have something and it's just, you know something's going to work perfectly with one of your figures. When I saw this, I was like, yes, this is going to work really nice with that Mezco Samurai Wolverine. Look at that. Whoops. Only problem with this 5 Ronin Wolverine is he has these shoes on. They're really nice to stand calmly on like a flat surface here, but with this flocking here, it sort of creates a little bit of an uneven surface, and it's a bit harder for him to stand confidently. And especially while I'm turning the base around, this can actually make it unstable. But obviously if you've got this guy on a shelf and it's not spinning around all the time, it's probably going to be fine. Okay, let's take this lantern back and put the original LED light that it comes with in and see if that works as well. Because obviously you're not going to get that flickering lantern light with it. You're going to get this LED light. Yeah, still looks nice. Still prefer the flickering light, but never mind. Let's try another pose. And here he is standing on the steps, and he can, you know, stay there pretty steadily. And I've got the LED light on here. We can see that looks pretty cool, can't we? Oh, I really like this. Really does, like, you know when something just complements a figure perfectly. This whole diorama just works so well with this guy. And of course, if you've got any other 1/12 scale samurai figures, this is going to really make it pop. Okay, let's try another one. Oh man, I am having so much fun with this. It's amazing. I'm literally putting him in all these really cool poses, and he's on like the steps, and you know, he's coming down onto the grass in action poses, and that sort of lantern's glowing in the background. Oh, it looks fantastic, and luckily I've managed to find some good balance with him as well, so he's not falling over every 5 seconds, which is why I'm able to turn the turntable without too much fear. See if I can get any more poses. And here he is on bended knee, crouched down in front of the lantern, praying to the gods for the strength to avenge his master. I really like that. That's so cool. Yep, seriously, any poses that I put him in are instantly cool just because of the diorama he's standing on. This just bumps that Mezco Wolverine up a level. I mean, the figure was fantastic anyway. Mezco have done an amazing job with this, and half the poses I'm getting him in is simply because of the design that Mezco have put into this guy. But honestly, how can you tell me this doesn't look instantly cool? I mean, you could have him standing here, and then you could have, I don't know, another samurai. Like, I think they're doing like a 1/12 scale samurai. I've forgotten his name. Driving me nuts. But the guy with the scars on his face, Musashi? Yeah, Musashi. And he's actually being made by Twtoys, who are the people who made this base. Which means, I personally think they're actually making that figure to complement this actual diorama. But obviously, this Mezco Wolverine works just as well. Boom. No matter what pose I put him in, it just works amazingly. Okay, I better stop as my poses are starting to get a bit samey now. But As you can see, it looks fantastic. And this will definitely add a layer of detail to your 1/12 scale samurai figures perfectly. You could probably use this for other figures as well. I'm not just saying it's samurai or, you know, ninjas, but it's definitely something that will really, really complement your figures even more than they are already. I'm so glad I got this. It was really, really cheap. I think I paid something like £26 on AliExpress for it. So you could definitely grab this for roughly sub £30. And for a sub £30 1/12 scale diorama piece, it works fantastically. But you may have noticed that I haven't been doing as many videos over the last few weeks, and that's simply because I have a bereavement in my family. Sadly, my mum passed away, so we are currently in the middle of trying to sort out her funeral. Not trying to bum you out, but that's just the reason why there's not a lot of activity on my channel right now. But I got this in the post, and I couldn't not make a video on it just because I really do like it. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. If you can do me a favor now, if you can get the fuck out of my cave, I've got plenty more videos I've got to do. Bye bye.